The gentleman here, the rescue worker, we can assume has grabbed this woman as the helicopter slowly tries to move out of the area. And it looks like, Eric, they're having a little bit of a difficult time lifting her up into the chopper for this rescue.
Yeah, this is incredibly dramatic, obviously, but also a reminder, Jamie, I think, to all of us that you just don't have Dean barreling into Jamaica and possibly into Texas. We've got the heat waves, you've got the floods, you've got 5 people who were killed in their cars in Minnesota. Floodwaters in Minnesota trapped people in their cars in 2 separate locations.
Look at this, Eric. They have literally decided, instead of lifting her in, they've done what they do in Iraq with an Apache rescue. They've hooked her up to the side of this helicopter, and that helicopter is speeding away. That has to be tremendously frightening, and also very grateful, I'm sure this woman is, for being plucked out of these conditions as they fly to safer ground. And again, I would point out the trees. You can see how high these water levels are. What a dramatic rescue. Check that out. She is literally dangling from the side of this helicopter, this rescue worker, with one hand holding on for himself, another hand holding on to what I believe is a woman from a closer shot we had earlier. And that helicopter is moving fairly quickly. Oh my goodness, she has just fallen into the water, and she did, I believe, have a life vest on.
You can see that yellow life vest on.
That is a good thing, and they will have to come around and try to get her again. That just shows, Eric, how difficult this rescue is in these dramatic conditions.
Certainly very dramatic, and our thoughts and prayers are certainly with her right now. And you've got to realize the heroics that the Oklahoma State Police encounter as they try to go out and rescue people who are just strapped and just stranded, and they have to deal with these conditions. And you can see.
Here we go again.
Putting that hand out, trying to grab her, hoping to keep her on the skid of that helicopter, and that is how you save someone's life.
Okay, she is grabbing on with one hand. He is grabbed onto her with the other hand. They have lifted her up. She does have that life vest on. Thank goodness she does. She's now taken a seat on the side of that helicopter. For any civilian to hang on to the side of the helicopter, this is something that in the military they spend a very long time training to learn how to do. She is hanging on, the helicopter trying again to lift off. Perhaps they have a more secure grasp of this woman as they fly away. This looks like out of a Hollywood movie. This is one of the most dramatic rescues I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, all too real, and hopefully they can keep her on there, and then she is secured and get to higher ground. This all comes from Tropical Storm Aaron, that 10 inches of rain dumped in Oklahoma, and they're dealing with the flooded areas, and they're dealing with roads that are flooded, and they're dealing with houses and neighborhoods that have these problems, as we see the helicopter with the woman now secured
Look how high they are. That must be so frightening for her. We don't know if anyone else was also where she was rescued. We're monitoring the wires to get any more information. That helicopter is moving at a pretty fast clip. The helicopter pilot actually reaching out to hold on to this woman as well right now. One hand from the rescue worker clenched to the side of this helicopter, this woman holding on as well. They are trying to make it to safer ground and get her out of harm's way. A very dramatic rescue in Oklahoma.